I think Austin Butler was robbed of his Oscar in 2022 for his portrayal as Elvis in the Elvis movie. Today I want to talk to you specifically about why I think Austin Butler did everything right to win the Oscar and just couldn't get it in 2022. So let's dive in, subscribe if you're new, and let's start.
I want to try something new.
In preparation for the role of Elvis, Austin Butler spent a couple years prior to prepare and meticulously analyze every little detail of the king of rock and roll's life. From reading books to watching tapes to analyzing his voice, Austin Butler immersed himself in the world of Elvis Presley.
I lived this for 2 years. I put the rest of my life on pause. So you can't help but it becomes a part of your daily life, you know?
While immersing himself in the role and getting ready, he found a personal connection to the story of Elvis Presley.
The first thing I actually sent to Baz was coming out of this grief that I was feeling relating to my mom and me singing Unchained Melody.
Both Elvis and Austin lost their mothers at a young age, and Austin found a very personal connection to the king himself.
When things are too dangerous to say, sing.
In his pursuit to achieve the most convincing Elvis, Austin Butler knew he had to nail the voice.
I'm gonna be 40 soon, Sheila. 40. And nobody's gonna remember me.
From the natural tones of Elvis all the way down to his laugh.
So what are we waiting for?
Austin Butler took extreme care when it came to the voice. In fact, his dedication came at a cost. Many people have noted that even years after his performance, he is still recognized as Elvis. The voice lingers as he continues to do interviews to this day.
I was an enormous fan of the film before ever knowing that I could be a part of it, you know, so that was just such a great joy.
Lee Strasberg, the famed theater director and acting coach, once said that the role of an actor is to create a level of belief on stage so that the actor is capable of experiencing the imaginary events and objects of the play. Eliza Kazan, award-winning director for plays, said that the actor must be going through what the character he is playing is going through. The emotions must be real, not pretend. It must be happening to be indicating. When looking at Austin Butler's performance through the lens of Kazan and taking into account what we discussed earlier, it is clear that Austin Butler, above all, had a very real connection to the story of Elvis Presley. A part of Austin Butler's performance that is overlooked is the tiny little mannerisms.
I can't move, I can't sing.
If we compare real footage and the movie, Austin Butler practiced little mannerisms such as hand movements, stance, and gaze to portray the king of rock and roll. It's in these little mannerisms that we can see the true dedication behind Austin Butler's performance. If we use the 68 comeback special and the later Vegas shows, we can see that Austin Butler has an eye for the footage. We're able to recognize how much work Butler put into this performance and appreciate it that much more.
You're 40 and I'm 50. We'll be back together. You'll see.
As he prepared more and more for the role and was invited to Graceland, the connection with the family became stronger.
It's a pretty good review, Austin.
I don't even know what to say. No, there's no review in my life that will ever mean more than that.
Sweet thing. He's such a sweetheart.
Austin Butler clearly impacted the family and knew the importance of this role.
And then when Baz read me Priscilla's email, I just burst into tears because it was, I felt so much responsibility to them.
He treated this role with respect and honor. Knowing that the name of Elvis is bigger than life, he took this role on with a lot of passion and true, genuine intentions.
Austin Butler, Elvis.
The 2022 Oscars might go down as one of the closest Best Actor nominations in history. Austin Butler unfortunately couldn't pull off the win after an unbelievable performance by Brendan Fraser in The Whale. A lot of people say Austin Butler was runner-up, and it was real close. Regardless of all the awards and accolades, Austin Butler left us with a performance that is to be remembered. It reminds us that sometimes performances can transcend the movie screen and seep into the real-life emotion. As always, leave a like if you're new, subscribe, and let us know what you thought of the Austin Butler performance in the comments down below. We'll see you next time.